Here I have my new Bixler 2, just a few little mods on it. Right, wing mod first of all. Comes with a carbon fibre rod that goes in it, but I had one of these old carbon fibre off one of my Park Zone strikers, and you just sandpaper it down a little bit and it fits straight in there. So there's two carbon fibre rods in there. Okay, so that stiffens the wing up a little bit better, so that's that. Putting flaps on this, as you can see here, I've got a gear switch. I've only got them on about 30% at the moment. Yeah, aileron left, flaps. Also what I've done as well is come off a Y harness. So I've got two over here, right, two over here, left. Also, as what I've done is I've cut them and resoldered them, so when you put the left on the left one is a female and one is a male, so you cannot get them wrong. So when you put left to left, has to go in those two, and right to right, it has to go in those two. Impossible. It's idiot proof. Here's a few little batteries. I've had a couple of flights on it and it flies really great. It's all trimmed out. With these 2200s in there, I just put as far forward as the nose as possible, and that seems to be the CG's pretty good there. This one here, I haven't flown this one yet, so I've got to figure out where that goes. And this one here, this is a 2.65 nanotech, just about squeezes in there. Once again, I haven't done and tested that. Also, I don't have CG on that at all. So now inside here, got AR2 6200 receiver there, and at the back, just right at the back there, difficult to see, that's a 5 volt 5 amp UBEC, because the if you can just see in there, that glowing light, orange light in there, that's my satellite receiver right in the back. Yeah, so it's just this lead here is just long enough to get to the back there. All I did is, and I've got a 30 amp red brick ESC in there, but unfortunately it only came with a 2 amp BEC on it, which is ain't powerful enough to run 6 servos. So that's why I'm running the UBEC, and that's coming off of the wires, soldered onto here, so it's getting a feed from the battery, so it's always got feed, and then straight to my test battery, which is just right up in the nose right there. So that's that. All the wires are lovely. I've got loads of room in there for when I do FP feeder for later on. I've got a ton of room in there. All the wires are in there nice and neatly. I'll put off the motor wires come out here down to here. I put some extensions on there so I could actually push my ESC through. There's a little plastic tube there. Now I don't want to take it out because I needed it for strength, but the ESC is quite thin, so sideways you just push it back in there and you can see it. You see it in there, and I just took a bit of the heat shrink off there for extra cooling off of it. This thing only draws about 12 amps full throttle anyway off the stock motor, and so there's loads of room left on that ESC, but obviously tucked away in there. And obviously here I just sort of like opened it up a little bit so it's easier to feed the wires back in and out off of that. So that's that. On the back, this is like 1mm thick, bit of carbon fibre, had a bit lying around, so I just put a little channel in. It's actually sitting flush in there, it's not sitting on the outside, and then I glued it in there. That's that. And then if I flip it over on the side, we've got a carbon fibre there, and one that runs all the way through, that runs right through the back of the body to there. It's about same on the other side, up to there. obviously because this point up there above the A is obviously a weak point there, so I wasn't happy about that, so I strengthened that up and then put a bead of clear silicone sealant down there just to sort of like stiffen it up. Really rock solid. Also, what I've done with the wings, I'm still going to use my screws, the two screws for the wings, but also what I've done is I've got 2 magnets there, and obviously 2 on the opposite side. So basically, when I push the wings together, it's a bit difficult trying to do it with the camera. Put it in there. So put it in there. Yeah. Those 2 need to go down. Hang on. Those down. Obviously, it'd be a lot easier with 2 hands, but. Anyway, trust me, it does snap together. I just can't do it with 1 hand, that's all. So anyway, that's a few mods on the bixler 2. Like I say, only had 2 flights on it. Flies great. This is a great plane. I've had fast Trojan strikers before, and they're great. But you know what? You're just limited to where you can take them in the parks. Everyone complains about the noise. You need a really big field. But it's this here, you can put it in the boot of your car and you can just take it loads and loads of places. It's really quiet. Once you get up there, you can glide it. It glides really great. The only thing is, like I've only had 2 flights on it, and it was reasonably windy. I find it's a 1300 kV, 7x5 prop. Could do. I don't want to go a screamer and go 2200 kV like some of the guys do. Because I didn't want a screamer. I've just gone from a park zone striker. I wanted something slow and so I can get some altitude for some filming and stuff. So I think it could probably go up to maybe a 15, just a little bit more power. 1600 kV would just probably be about right for me on that. Whereas it give you just enough speed in, say, really windy conditions. But obviously with no wind or slight breeze, then the 1300 kV is fine. But what I'm going to do as well, obviously when you're high up, I'm going to get some, I've seen it on eBay, and you can use it on foam, just sort of like a day glow orange or a really light lime green on the wing, just so I can see it from underneath, and you can actually get it in the carbon fibre and minor heat, and it will stretch over. So one, it will to protect the leading edges, because obviously you've got the carbon fibre right up to there. From there to there, you've got nothing. There's no strength there at all. So obviously this film won't put a lot of weight to it, but also it will act as 2 things: a little bit of a strengthener, a tiny bit of a strengthener, and also when you're up, you can see obviously when you're high up, orientation and stuff. So that's a few little mods on my striker. Thanks for watching.